BSN Network Radio, #1 in sports gaming.
And here is your host, Charlie Redburn.
Welcome back to Cars Corner. I'm your host, Charlie Redburn, a.k.a. Shadow Monkey. We have a great show lined up for you today. We have someone from my neck of the woods, Kyle K., who is a Cowboys fan, but he has the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we're going to go ahead and get him on the line. Stay tuned for this episode of Cars Corner. All right, welcome to the show, Kyle K. How are you doing today, man?
Oh, living the dream. You know, I woke up today. It's been a better day than it was yesterday after getting the news. I'll tell you that much.
All right, man. So, we kind of spoke a little bit before, we got you on for the interview. Now, you said you're from Dallas, right?
Yeah, born and raised.
Okay, so, well, if you don't mind me, how old are you?
I'm 26, going on 30, it feels like, but 27 in December. So, pretty much average age, I would guess, for all Madden players, but there's some younger, some older.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're one of the younger ones, I guess. It's a young man's game now. People like myself are still trying to hold on and try to keep playing. But we don't have the fast twitch skills anymore, so we got to rely on strategy and other things now.
Right. Well, I mean, I haven't played Madden since Madden 15 was my first Madden to pick up since like '08. So I kind of had that. I kind of still have that learning curve going right now. I'm pretty good at team building, but my stick skills aren't quite where I want them to be yet. But hopefully Madden 17 is a whole other story.
Okay, so this is just a segue into the question I was going to ask you. How long have you been playing Madden again?
Well, I started, back in the day, like on PS1 and PS2, I played like those Maddens. But I didn't actually get into like connected franchise until 15. My best friend convinced me to finally buy it, so I did, and I got into it. Haven't put the sticks down yet, so I'm definitely hooked on it.
Yeah, it can be addicting, man. It can be very addicting.
Yeah, tell it to my wife.
Oh, I understand the wife debacle also. My wife doesn't like it too much either, but hey, it's
better than going out.
Exactly. You want me home playing games, or you want me out in the streets, man?
Exactly. Pick one.
Yeah, so you're Dallas. You're in Dallas, and are you a Cowboys fan?
Oh, yeah. Blue and silver all the way. I'm sure that's not a very popular opinion, but, I'm not one of those bandwagon ones that just hopped on America's team. I was born here and kind of raised that way. So, unfortunately, I was only like 5 during the good years, but I'm have high hopes for this coming season, just like every season.
Okay, now so let's go ahead and talk about the Cowboys a little bit. What do you think they're going to do this year?
If Romo stays healthy, I'm an optimistic 12-4. And I think that's going to be enough to win the division. And in the playoffs, it's anybody's game, So I just think that if Romo stays healthy, then we're going to have a really good season. I'm excited about Dak Prescott. I watched him a lot during college. I was really hoping that we got him, and we did. And he loves the Cowboys too. So I think him sitting behind Romo for a few years will do a lot of good for his development and just kind of learning the playbook and also learning to take snaps under center because he had never done that before. So he definitely has a long way to go, but I think the Cowboys and Romo are going to do some good with him.
We have a good amount of Giants fans in the league, so I'm pretty sure not too many people are going to like that prediction, especially the commissioner.
I mean, yeah, him and I talked about that a little bit. I told him that the Giants were my least hated team in the NFC East. The Eagles, first and foremost, I despise them more than I hate the Rockets. And then the Redskins just because that long-standing rivalry. But I got a lot of respect for a lot of the Giants players, but still don't like them very much either, for what it's worth.
All right, let's move along and move away from the real world, and now let's get to the virtual world in this Madden League that you just got in. So how excited are you?
Man, I was on my phone since show one, 24/7, just like popping my head in chat, seeing what's going on. And when Epidemic was like saying, hey, y'all should release some teams, I was like, man, that'd be cool. And then all of a sudden, Wendy puts out an announcement saying, hey, we about to drop an early team. And I was like, oh, cool, So then he released it, and he said it was going to be a Jaguars owner. And I was like, damn, because I didn't even have the Jags on my top 5. I had the Colts, but I didn't have the Jags. And then he said my name, and I was like, hold up. I like rewound it and everything, told my kids to be quiet because they were yelling like they always do. And I was like, did you just say my name? And he did. So I was just ecstatic. It literally made my night. I've been campaigning pretty hard to get into the league, and I know a few people were putting in some good words for me, and I appreciate that. Shout out to Primo and Final Fours. But yeah, I'm just over the moon excited. I've been looking for a league this in depth for a while, and I'm just honored and humbled to be a part of it.
Yeah, Wendy dropping the little, I guess, the exclusive, with the sources and
Smitty
Leroy
Smith.
Smitty Smith Johnson MFer. But so
Right.
you actually got a team that wasn't even on your list, huh?
Yeah, but I run my own league as well, and I chose the Jags for that league because I love like their young core. Miles Jack is one of my favorites. I just like that team a lot. So now I'm gonna have to switch teams in my league because I don't want to run the same team. But I'm super excited. I couldn't have asked for a better team next to the Cowboys. So I'm just really really happy and excited to be a part.
All right. Now, um, there's a lot of new guys that are in the league now. And we're going with this 2-2-0 reloaded theme, and it seems like there's a lot of new blood in the league now. So it looks like, there's been a change in the guard a little bit, and new cats are coming in talking a little bit of trash. How well you think you're going to do now?
You know, like I was saying earlier, I've been playing Madden for too long, so I still have some growing to do, and I wish I had more time to practice than I actually do. But now that the kids are getting older, I'll probably have a little bit more time. It's a lot harder with a newborn as opposed to a toddler. But I think that I'm going to hang in there. I'm going to make some noise, to say the least. I'm not going to come in here talking all big like I'm going to, go to the Super Bowl because I got to have realistic expectations. I want to play against good competition because that's how you get better. So I think there's going to be some growing pains, but I think I'm definitely going to be a name people are going to remember.
So you got any rivals that are in the league currently right now, like some cats that you played with in another league, and any rivalries you got going right now with anybody?
Primo.
Primo?
Primo, hands down. I mean, that's been like, I don't know the dude in person, but like that's like my Madden bro. Like him and I have been in multiple leagues together. I'm in a league that he runs. He's in my league. Like I've known him back since 15, and he's just been one of the coolest cats I know on Madden or GroupMe for that matter. And him and I always go back and forth. I think he's up on me a couple of games, but we typically go back and forth, and it's always a good game. So I would definitely say Primo, not just on a stick level, but because we actually communicate outside of scheduling games.
All right, man. There's always room for some good rivalries here in the league. I got a rivalry with Realist only because me and him have been going at each other on NCAA for a long time, and then I got into the league, and now I'm in the same division, or have been in the same division with him.
Right.
In the past. I'm not gonna jump the gun and say I'm in already, but
Right.
something like And we talk. You can always tell when me and him getting ready to play. We start buku trash to each other, and it just keeps going.
Right. Well, once I get a little better, my trash talk may go up a little bit, but I kind of want to prove myself before I start talking big because that's how you get, ripped on is when you're talking big and then someone comes out and spanks you by 40. Everyone's going to be like, what's all that trash you were talking? So I'm just trying to stay humble at first and just kind of, ease my way into it because I'm the new guy and I don't want to be coming in with a target on my back or anything like that. So just gonna kind of take it one game at a time. Try to build this team. They're young. They're talented. I'm pretty excited to see what I got to work with.
Yeah, my trash talk game is on point, but my Madden game I can't say too much about right now. But
Well, I mean, it looks like if I had to guess, I'm gonna go out on a limb, considering this is Cards Corner, and say that you're gonna go with or get the Cards. But correct me if I'm wrong, but Realist typically has the Niners. Is that right?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Niners are a project team this year, so I mean, I've been hearing good things about him, so I think he's gonna have his hands full trying to build that one up.
Oh, he's been playing with the Niners since they were horrible, and has been winning with the Niners since they were horrible. So it's not nothing new to him as far as with the project team. He has done it, and I'm pretty sure he'll be able to do it again. He's a very good GM as far as getting the players that he plays and his scheme and doing what works for him. So I don't see him having a problem with the Niners. He may go into tank mode first year, maybe to get some draft picks and things like that, and then season 2 is going to be on.
Well, maybe Chip Kelly should consider bringing him in real life then. It sounds like they
Possibly,
can get all the help they can get.
possibly, man. He's been winning with garbage for a long time, and then when he did have good teams, it was like, uh-oh.
Right. I mean, that NFC West is just a stacked division as is. I mean, the Niners aren't even that bad, and they're arguably like the worst team in that division. The Rams are coming back with that monster defense, and Todd Gurley is Todd Gurley. So Cardinals and Seahawks, they're at the top of the list too. So that's going to be a power division for sure. But I think the AFC South is coming up too. Look at what the Texans did in the offseason. The Jags have been doing over the past couple of seasons. Colts are working on their team, and Titans with Marcus Mariota are coming up too. So I think it's going to be a good competitive division as well. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my comments about the Texans until I see Brock Osweiler. This is like real life situation anyway, because they haven't had a decent quarterback here in a very long time. Well, they haven't had one really, so
I'm gonna say ever.
yeah, they have not had one. So I'm gonna hold my judgment on them and see. As far as Madden, they probably be pretty sweet, but as far as real life I'm more concerned with the real life Texans. I'm not a fan, but I love football. I come from a football town here in Texas, so that's all we do. My town is like, it's a very small town in South Texas. You know where Corpus Christi is, but it's in between Corpus Christi and Victoria.
I knew a girl that grew up. I went to Texas State down at San Marcos, and she's from it'll come to me, but she was from it was called McAllen. Have you heard of McAllen?
Yeah, I know where McAllen is, over there.
Okay.
Close
I'm
to
not
the
sure
valley.
if that's close to you or anything.
It's about from where I grew up at. It's probably about 2.5 hours from where I grew up at. But McAllen's pretty close to. It's pretty close to Corpus Christi area, but it's a decent drive down there, close to the valley as well. But yeah, I'm from a real small town between Victoria and Corpus Christi. Football is life. That's all they know. Them dudes can't read and spell, but they can play football. The town is probably about 2,000 people.
Damn, that's it?
That's it. They have an indoor practice facility. They have.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how much football really means to them. A town of 2,000 people has $1 million indoor practice facility, turf field. The stadium's probably one of the biggest in the area, considering where we're at. But it's one of the oldest also, but it's one of the biggest. And they got turf. They got an indoor practice facility with turf. Their weight room is like going to a college weight room. It's a different animal, is what I try to tell people whenever I talk about it. But yeah.
I mean, I had 2,000 people in my graduating class, so that kind of puts things in perspective as far as how big football is. I mean, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Allen up here in Dallas.
Yeah. I'm Texas football all the way, man. So
yeah,
I know who
they got
$1
million, couple $1 million stadium.
Yeah, that was a $12 million stadium. I know about Allen.
Yeah, 12, even more than I thought it was.
Yeah,
but still, it's just crazy. Which I'm not gonna get political, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with that or anything. But that's a whole nother conversation for another time.
Oh, definitely. But just keep it real. It is a little bit more money than, but it's football. Football brings in the money from what everybody says. So I guess it's okay.
Right.
So
I guess so. But like they bring in players from different cities to play at Allen, which is that's frowned upon. I'm not sure if it's illegal, but
they find loopholes, man. They find loopholes any way that they can. But
they get those scholarships.
Yeah, yep. They got to get try to get money to get the scholarships and try to get money to generate all that revenue for those stadiums also. But, switching gears, man, let's get off this little Texas football stuff because I could go all day, bro.
Me too.
All right, man. So, I know we don't know everybody in the league and, who can play what and who can do what, who's the best and who has the best skills. But, if we can get some type of bold prediction for the upcoming cycle on who's going to win as far as the Super Bowl in the first season, we can go at that. What's your thoughts on that? Who do you think will win?
Let's see, you kind of put me on the spot here, but just from the people that I know and know their skill set, I think coming out the AFC is either going to be Primo or Jay Horn. I played with him for a while too, and he's real on the sticks too. And then in the NFC, let's see. I know I played in a league with Feds, I think. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know, Fed Snakes or whatever. He's the Packers, and they got a solid team, and he's a solid user too. But I played Al once, and he put the spank on me, so I could see him coming out too. I mean, it's really up for grabs considering I don't know 90% of these players, so I think that's part of what makes it exciting is not knowing anybody's skill set or how they play or what schemes they run. But to answer your question, long story short, I say either Jay Horn or Primo taking it in the first season.
Primo, you think Primo's going to win the Super Bowl in the first season?
I do. I mean, that Chiefs team is good, and Primo does good with the speedsters, and I think it's Conley on the Chiefs. He's just ridiculously fast, and Primo knows how to utilize that. And Jay Horn with the Bills, I think that he can definitely make some noise as far as contending for that AFC Championship and going to the bowl as well. But if I had to put my money on it, I would say Primo.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first on Cards Corner. Kyle K's bold prediction has Primo of the Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. All right, Kyle, thanks for joining us today, man. I'm going to go ahead and get you off the horn. Look forward to more interviews with you during the cycle. Again, Kyle K, the new Jaguars owner. We'll be talking to you soon, man. Have a great day.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for having me.
All right, that was Kyle K. What a great interview with him today. I want to thank him for joining the show. I want to thank everyone for listening. Once again, this is Charlie Redburn saying play to win, but keep it simple.
Wolfpack is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys of wrestling. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission. Not no mercy. See the rings like the street. If you don't know